Hi, I'm Krista, and I'm here talking to swim coach Derek Abrams about the team this year. Okay, so first off, I wanted to ask about just in general how the team is doing so far.
So far, the team is doing incredible. We started off strong. We had a dual meet versus Whitewater. We qualified 5 relays and had multiple individual qualify for state. And so we're starting off strong. We went down to Columbus and got a first place overall finish, and that was great. And then the last meet, the TikTok meet, we came in 2nd for the boys and 3rd for the girls. So
I was going to ask a bit about what does already qualifying for state, what does that mean for the team?
So in order for swimmers to swim at state in a team, you have to have, well, there's 3 total relays in a meet, and so your team has to qualify a relay, and essentially your relay has to hit a certain time. And so far for all the guys and girls relays, we have qualified for state, so when state comes, we'll have the max amount of relays that can swim. And then as individuals, swimmers have to hit these certain times in their events. And so when they hit those times, they'll be able to go to state and swim in those individual events.
Yeah, of course. I also was going to ask about this Friday. You have a dual meet against McIntosh.
Yes.
Do you think this is a good measure of how county's going to go?
It is. It's always a great measure because McIntosh is our toughest rival when it comes to the county meet. We're always going back and forth. Usually what it is the dual meet. Sometimes in years past we haven't always won the dual meet, but that is not usually indicative of the county meet because since our streak of 23 years, I just had to put that in there. The fact is it's a good measuring stick. It sees where our team is versus McIntosh, but we definitely don't strategize for the dual meet like we do for county because we don't want to play our hand too early and let them know what we're thinking. So yes, overall it's a great measure, but it's the end goal is in county to win it. So if we don't pull it out on the dual meet, it's not the end of the world because we know county is just around the corner.
Absolutely. I was going to ask also about what is the overall theme of this season going into county and stuff like that?
The overall theme, I always try to push with my students that the swim season is a journey. We start together and we have a lot of swimmers that start off, not where they want to be at the beginning of the year, but when we put in the practice and we put in the time and work, as the season progresses, you're starting to see kids drop more and more time. And I always like to say we swim for January because in January we swim against the county meet, against all the Fayette County schools, and then we have in February we have the state meet. So it's a journey. If swimmers aren't getting times that they want early in the season, I always have to keep reminding them, keep pushing through, keep working hard because we're really measured in January at the county meet and the state meet.
Absolutely. What about leadership on the team?
Yeah, we got some great upperclassmen. We have some awesome captains that are really putting forth the effort to help build the team and help encourage the younger swimmers, helping swimmers know what they need to do. The fact that our first, so far in the 3 meets we've done, I don't believe we've had any swimmers to miss events, any very minimal DQs. So just the fact that some of these new swimmers that have never been on a meet before are knowing what to do, and that's a test to our upperclassmen, helping them out, encouraging them. I feel like the morale of the team is really big. I mean, I feel like we as a coaching staff and the upperclassmen, we want the team to come together and gel, and that's definitely what we're seeing so far.
Absolutely. You mentioned the younger swimmers. What do you think having so many younger swimmers adds to the future of the team? Oh,
it's essential. I mean, we have great upperclassmen, but unfortunately they're going to be leaving us, and the continuation of the success of this team is built through the upperclassmen showing the underclassmen how things go, show them that the work and dedication you put as a swimmer, the dividends pay out in the end. And so just showing them the tradition of how well we've had a program here for so many years just continues on with that tradition. And yeah, it's indicative of getting young swimmers to buy into the system and just developing over time, because I mean, we have some kids that come out as freshmen that, you know, they're not the fastest and they're not the strongest, but by the end of their junior, senior year, they're awesome and really strong swimmers. So it's definitely a testament to the upperclassmen being able to show that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the final question, I was going to ask you a little bit about what have you learned from the past couple of meets that you're going to apply to this meet this Friday?
So I will say a lot of the times from the past couple meets, I'm now starting to get a better gauge, and me and Coach Huggins are starting to get a better gauge of like where swimmers are performing, where swimmers are showing the best times. We go back and forth and we try to, you know, we want to put swimmers in events that they want to swim, because traditionally they're going to do better in those events. And so we're now fine-tuning things. We're starting to see who's stepping up, who's swimming a little faster. So now we're adjusting our relays. Going into the season, we have one idea, and then, you know, when the season actually starts, we're starting to see other swimmers step up. And so it's always going back and forth of like, all right, who do we think will put together for the fastest relays? Who do we think that can do their best in certain events to max out the amount of points? And just overall fine-tuning everything as the season goes along, so when county comes around and state, we know where to put swimmers at the best spots.
This has been Coach's Corner, and please be sure to support your Panthers this Friday at Kedron against their meet with McIntosh.